What's up, everybody? Tim here, back with another video. And today's video is actually a subscriber requested video. And I love making these videos because I know I'm going to be making a video that at least one person is going to watch. Anyway, a longtime subscriber and follower hit me up the other day and asked me, would I do a video about women dating broke men? She's in a situation in her life right now where she's really in love with this guy, but he's what society would call broke, and she just wanted to know kind of what my thoughts on that were. And I think I am uniquely qualified to make this video because I am broke and I also like dating women. So, you know, I have some skin in this game. I got some skin in this game. But yeah, I told her I definitely would make the video. So here goes. I feel like the problem why women like her, you know, get kind of, you know, have an issue is because society gives women mixed messages. On the one hand, all the movies you watch and all the TV shows and everything says, find true love. Find that one person that gives you butterflies in your stomach and you know it's real and will treat you the way you need to be treated. Go after true love. There's nothing more important in life than love. That's what society tells us. But then on the other hand, a lot of times when you find somebody like that, if they don't make a certain amount of money or they don't have the right type of job or they're not as successful as people would like them to be, people have a problem. On the one hand, they tell you find true love. On the other hand, when you find it, they're like, girl, he broke. You can't be with him. And I know a lot of times it's people like parents or family members who really want their daughters to, you know, not have to struggle in life. We still kind of, even though gender roles aren't as defined as they used to be, we still kind of have this ideal of the man supporting the woman. And so parents want their daughter to find them a man that can support them so that even if they want to pursue their careers or they want to work, they don't have to, or they're not going to have to struggle. Parents don't want to see their daughter with a guy that, you know, they're going to barely be able to pay the bills and it's going to be a struggle, you know, to clothe and feed the kids. And that's understandable. But the question kind of is, you know, which one should you go for? Should I just look for true love? Or should I go with the money? Like what if you can, now if you can find both, it's great. You know, if you can find you a man that treats you the way you need to be treated, who you truly love, he loves you, treats you like a queen, and he makes $200,000 a year, cool, it's fine. But for a lot of people, that's just not always an option. That just, you know, this is not just how the universe is set up. You know, there are a lot of broke men in the world, myself included. And we want wives, we want girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, as a young woman, either an older woman, you start to wonder, like, you know, which one should I go for? Should I just go with the man who really loves me, who has my heart, even though he only may make like $25,000 a year, $30,000 a year, which really isn't broke. But different people have different ideals on broke. That's another thing too. Depending on how you were raised and your financial, you know, status in life and your tax bracket you were raised in or your parents are in, broke is subjective. If your parents are millionaires, they're going to want you to marry a millionaire. If I make $500,000, they're going to say I'm broke. If your parents were middle class, they're going to want you to be middle class. If you know, they were bringing in, you know, 150, 200 a year, they're going to want you to marry a man who does that. If you come from the slums, you know, and you come from down bottom, you know, a man who makes $30,000 a year might be cool with your parents, you know, but a dude who just sits on the couch and ain't got no job is broke too. You know what I mean? Like, broke is kind of subjective. So that's one thing you got to factor in too. You might find you a man that doesn't make as much money as your dad might want him to, but if he's making enough that y'all can pay the bills, if y'all can get a house, if that's what you want, and pay the mortgage, and if you have kids, take care of them, if your man can do that, then technically he ain't broke. Like, that's why I don't mind calling myself broke all the time, because like I can pay the bills. The bills always get paid. You know, if I was to find someone to settle down with or have a kid, they'd be taken care of. I'm broke in society's eyes, but I'm okay. And you might find a man like that too. So in that instance, don't worry about what people think. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry if your parents or whoever thinks, as long as you know you're good and y'all can make it on his salary or y'all's joint salary, and you don't mind living the life that comes with the amount of money y'all are making, go for it. Go for the love. Go for the person who makes you happy. However, on the other side, you know, I like to look at both. I like to give the truth, both sides of the story. There will be times in life where, and there are some people who money means a lot to them. There are some people who are used to a certain standard of living and they need that. That's important for their happiness. If you grew up upper middle class and you know you like the upper middle class lifestyle, don't get with a man who can't give you upper middle class lifestyle. Even if he really loves you and cares about you, if you know something you really need is to have the nice cars and to have the nice house and to live in a good gated community. If you need all that to feel fulfilled and feel successful and feel happy, you might not be able to get with this dude. You might be able to get with the broke dude. Like it really comes down, I think, to knowing yourself and being very self-aware of yourself. Don't ever, my bottom line, don't ever worry about what anyone else says because they're not in your relationship. Way too many people let other people be in their relationship. A relationship's supposed to be just me and you in the churn if they come along. Too many people let way too many people in their relationship. They let the mom in their relationship, they let the dad, they let their brothers and sisters, they let the girlfriends in the relationship, they let the coworkers. It'd be me, you, and like 20 other people in this relationship. And you worried about what they're thinking about me. A relationship should only be two people. Me and you. And so the two of us need to be very self-aware about ourselves. You know, other people's opinions should not matter at all. Should not matter at all. Now, it's easier said than done, especially when it's like family members, things like that you have to deal with. But at the end of the day, love transcends all that. If we really care about each other, we should go for it no matter what anyone else says. So that's number one. Don't worry about what anyone else says. Make your own decisions. That's the most important. But you have to be self-aware, you and your mate, and realize money is a big factor in relationships. I think more divorces happen because of money problems than anything else. Cheating's up there too. But money problems is a big one. And I think a lot of the cheating comes as an extension of money problems. Some people are just hoes. They don't sleep with other people. But, you know, some people, money problems, they start looking for somebody over here. Anyway, so financial issues is a big thing. You have to be self-aware and ask yourself, on the money this man's making, and the money I'd be bringing in if I had to work, hey, do I want to work? Most women work now anyway, but there are some women out there who don't want to work. They just want a man who can support them. So you have to ask yourself, you know, this guy's technically broke. Can I live on that standard? Is this standard of living something I can live with? You know, I might really love him and he might be satisfying me in all those ways, but if he ain't satisfying you financially, some of the ways he's satisfying you as the years go by is going to diminish. Okay, let's just be real. But he's probably still going to be broke. So you got to ask yourself, can you deal with that? And if you can, go for it. If you can't, it might not be the man for you. This kind of contradicts what I just said, but then you also got to factor in too, ladies, like just because your man's broke now doesn't mean he's always going to be broke. He's probably got hopes. He's probably got dreams. He might excuse me. He might have a good business idea that he's just waiting to put together and make it pop, make it blow. He might also be the type of man that is just waiting for a good woman to come along to support him. Like they always say, behind every good man is a good woman. But then they look down on us single dudes who they think ain't got nothing going on. I'm sitting here going, I'm waiting for that good woman to get behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if behind every man is a good woman and I ain't got no good woman behind me yet, well, of course I ain't the total package of a man I'm going to be. I'm waiting on her. So you might be that good woman that's going to come behind your broke man and put him in the next tax bracket. Going to help him level up in life. You might be the missing ingredient to the soup, to the stew, to the brew. You know, so it's just things like that. Like, I feel like if you don't mind living on his salary, go for it. If you do, you know, maybe not. If love and true love is the most important thing to you and that's all that matters to you, go for it. Like at the end of the day, it just comes down to, can you deal with the broke? And if you can deal with the broke, there's no problem. There's no problem because if you find true love and y'all spend the rest of your life together, the money's nothing. You know, I personally believe love is money is easy to find. It's easy to find money. Maybe not the amount of money you want, but it's easy to find money. You know, money is something you can walk in anywhere, they give you a job, you know, you could be making more money than you're making now. It happens all the time. Love, not so much. Love is hard to find. Like true love is an enigma that most of us probably will never really find. So if you found somebody and y'all really meshing and you really want to give it a go and it seems like it's real and it seems like it might be for life, don't let money mess it up. Don't let money mess it up. Don't let anybody else's views on money mess it up. Go for it. But that's only if you're honest with yourself and you've analyzed yourself and you realize that love means more to you than anything else. Anyway, that's my take on that. Whether women should date / marry broke men. I say go for it. Any ladies out there who like a nice, clean cut, slender, broke man in his 30s, hit me up. Comment box, social media. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.